Hi everyone, a very good morning or an afternoon to you. I believe we have several people attending the webinar from different parts of the world. And yeah, from what we've seen, there are members from India, from Sri Lanka, from the United Arab Emirates, and in larger numbers, and in other numbers as well. Um, from different countries too. So I welcome you to GlobalLinker and thank you for coming in. Can you hear me now? Is my voice clear? Somebody's mentioned that my voice is not very clear. So if you can just give a thumbs up and you can hear me, that would be great. Okay, thanks a lot. So we'll wait for a couple of minutes for everybody to join, and we generally do that. And as a this we can also use this platform to introduce ourselves to everybody. What I typically do is I would also encourage you to introduce yourself in the chat box to other colleagues and peers who have joined the webinar as well. So I'll just start with myself. You all too, please introduce yourself to everyone over here. I know you all can't talk, but use the chat medium to do so. So while we wait for other people for the next 1 or 2 minutes, I'll just give you an overview of what you can expect in this webinar. So most of you have joined, in fact, I'm assuming all of you all have joined GlobalLinker recently. And this would be a great avenue for you to understand the features of GlobalLinker. What are the different things which you can expect of using the GlobalLinker platform? Let's face it, we have all joined this platform to see if it can add any value to us as a business. So that's what I'll try to show you. I'll walk you through the GlobalLinker platform. And more importantly, after that, we'll talk about two very important things. One is how you can have a good product catalog. Second is what are the different channels that are available so that you can show your products and services in a way where it gives you more visibility to other platforms to so that you can get either more inquiries or you can get orders. That depends on your business strategy. So as a starter, I would like you to keep a notebook with you. In your notebook, I would like you to write down a couple of things. One of the things is what are the interesting features that you found useful over here that you think you as a business need to leverage over here. That is one. Second is when we talk about the different sales channels that are available on GlobalLinker, what is the sales channel that you most resonate with? In the sense, is that what is the sales channel you think your business would, get maximum value of? Because that is a sales channel then you should be focusing on and starting to get your products listed over there. So, think of this discussion not only as me walking you through GlobalLinker, because understanding a platform is honestly very simple now. We just need to log in, browse it through, and we can understand. But what you should be using this discussion or this webinar is to understand the different sales channels that are available and how you can and what are the ones which are resonating which are adding value to you as a business strategy. So if you think of it as a business strategy, then you know that okay, this is the sales channel that I should be showing my products on, and you will direct your efforts accordingly over there and expect results also accordingly. So we'll talk about that as well. And then I also, before that, I'll reiterate what are the importance of, having an online catalog, etc., which is why you're here again. So yeah, we'll get started. It's already 5 to 7 minutes past the webinar time. Yeah. So this is a discussion points which I already covered with you right now a couple of minutes back. So before that, we'll just say hi to everyone. So hi, Ashish Parmar. He's in export sales at Capson Air Cooler from Gujarat. Arpit Agarwal from Growich Agrotech India in trading and manufacturing of agrochemicals, Bolendra Moran from Ridge International, specializing in artificial jewelry and leather products. Sandeep from Sandeep Korai. Sorry, I missed that message. Yeah, from Harvest Hub in Bangalore, specializing in trading of red chilies, groundnuts, and other spices. Vinod Sharma from Bodywell Ayurveda, a leading brand in Ayurveda and health supplements. Anshula Bhargav, founder of Intercontinental Eczema Trade Hub, exporters of spices, agri-products. So there are a lot of y'all which are currently, apart from the global mix of people we have, I would say most of y'all are from the, food and the agri industry as well. So that's great to know. Maybe we can talk about that as well. More going on to food, wellness, and agriculture. So great. That's nice to see that you all are, representing a certain section of industry right now, which are with us. So we'll talk about what are the sales channels you should be a part of, which global linker gives you access to. The second is we'll talk about powerful product catalogs, essential checklists, like what are the different sales channels that are available, and what are the checklists that you need to follow so that you can be a part of the sales channels. Then we'll also briefly talk about how you can manage your catalog, like create your catalog, manage it, and make yourself visible across these sales channels. And you can also look for certain products. Now if you are a seller, you would also be buying certain products from global linker, sorry, from other buyers, suppliers as well. If you're a seller to somebody, you're a buyer to somebody as well. So if you are looking for certain products and services, maybe raw materials or maybe ancillary products to add to your product portfolio, you can look at GlobalLinker, other businesses from GlobalLinker as well to fulfill your requirements. Then we'll talk about resources and Q&A. One very important thing we'll briefly try to cover is AI as well, how you can use AI to develop good product catalogs. So let's get started. So, GlobalLinker was built with one motto and one vision that we want. We know that every business, whether you are large or you are small, has a very large dream. We are all in this business because we want to grow. We want to become a large business, and we want to earn considerable profits. So, that was good. And I'll just get started by giving you a brief walkthrough about the GlobalLinker platform. So I have a test account on GlobalLinker. This is my test account, which is maintained by by me and my team, and we use it for demos, etc. So just ignore if you see certain test information on this. But yeah, this is our test account. And yeah, so as you log into your account, before I move ahead, one question. I know that I'll be doing most of the talking. You wouldn't be doing that, but do respond to my questions as a yes or no in the chat box. And if I run a poll or anything, please respond to that. That just gives us a gist of what you are thinking, and helps us understand the pulse of the audience as well, like what you're looking for and what works, what does not work, etc. Thank you very much. So how many of you are already a registered member on GlobalLinker? You can just write a yes or a no. It will just help me understand that. Great, thanks. So, most of you all are GlobalLinker members. For you all who have not been a part of GlobalLinker, here is where you can, just visit and create your account over here. I've chatted it in the chat box over here. So you can create it's a free account. You just create your account over there. There are certain registration requirements you have to go through, like give your username, password, provide if you're in India, then you would be giving your GST to verify your business, etc. And, you provide certain information about your company and you follow through. As you log into your account going forward, once you complete your business registration on GlobalLinker, you would come to a timeline which looks like this. Now, this gives me an idea of what my business, a timeline, mostly we are comfortable with timelines. We have seen them in different platforms which we may have registered in. So it mostly gives us an overview of what's happening. Mostly it talks about what other people are also doing. So if you look over here, I'm just scrolling down here. We have a channel called GlobalLinker Marketplace, which I'll touch upon later. And you would see that it just gives me an overview of the number of products I have. 3 are listed over there, and so many views are there, so many inquiries are received, etc. These are RFQs which have been raised by different buyers who are visiting the GlobalLinker platform, and they are mentioned over here for me to see, and I can scroll through more, and if it's if I think it's relevant to my business, I can reply to these RFQs, because ultimately in the end, yes, I have to I'm looking for more business over here, so I can start reviewing these requirements. And because RFQs are raised by buyers in from different industries, etc., we need to see what is most relevant to me and then reply back accordingly. As I scroll down, I would see a supplier spotlight. Now, if a business meets a certain criteria, like, the profile is 90% and above complete, they have added products in their portfolio, that business is verified, they are posting, etc., then they automatically get spotlighted. So gives you an avenue for more visibility amongst different members of the platform. So try and be in supplier spotlight so that you get more visibility. So as you are scrolling down and as other businesses scroll down, your business can also start showing up over here. And it's a great way for you to get noticed. So I'm just clicking on one business and you can see how the profile is completed. Yeah. So there's a nice, cover banner which has been added. The logo has been added, etc. You can see that there is description. All information is added over here. Business requirements, licenses and certifications are added, etc. Awards, addresses, etc. And all of this details is also mentioned. So I can see a lot of information which has been added by this business over here. And yeah, sorry about that. There are different posts which are added by members as well over here. And you can see that, a lot of different members can actually add, you can see what they're adding. They're looking for buyers, or they want to share their product information, etc. They can do that as well. You can also post a discussion, and use this as a means to create more awareness amongst the community about what you are doing, what products and services you are offering. So because it's a business forum, you can use this medium accordingly. Several businesses are posting like that over here as well. So there are other things on GlobalLinker which I feel are very interesting. I'll just quickly show them to you. One is over here. Yeah, you can go to knowledge, and what we saw, you can access articles. So articles are contributions by our editorial team and by different members of GlobalLinker and our partners as well, who write on different topics on global about which are of business interest. And you can read them, you can add, you can also consume them, you can comment on them. But what you should be looking at it, apart from you only reading these articles, is if you have the bandwidth, or if you have a team that also creates content for you, you can look at contributing articles which are non-promotional in nature over here. Why? One, adding any content gives you a lot of credibility on the platform. It also helps in SEO. It also helps greatly in getting people to your profile as well. So as we move on to the digital world, we know that content is the king. We know that content is the king, sorry. And your team can add profiles, and can add as well. Your team can add a lot of content over here, which you can use it for, which gets used to get hits onto your profile. So these are different non-transactional ways of getting people to come to your profile as well. So if you have the bandwidth to do that, then please use this as a medium to do it. Otherwise, it's fine. You can still consume this. Similarly, you can do the same thing with discussions, which we already saw on the timeline. That's something which is relatively simpler and easier to do. What you can also do is be a part of groups. When there are groups which are created by by industry, there are industry groups created on GlobalLinker by default, and as you create your account, you become a part of this industry groups. You can also create your own group and invite other members to participate and join in as well over there. So you can look at here. So there are several groups which have been created in different, which you can be a part of. What is also available is, yeah, events. Now, as you join this particular event, we create these events and get registrations through our events platform over here. So if you think you are, you do create events, etc. These are more for services businesses, because in that case it's very important for them to create events and get registrations, talk about certain values, etc. Those all things you can do, and by creating an event over here and getting registrations from members as well as non-members for yourself. So GlobalLinker gives you a host of offers, features which you can use to network. So these we call as community features. You can network with other businesses. You can also find other businesses on GlobalLinker platform. So one is by creating awareness. So what are the things you do to create awareness? You post articles, you post discussions, you comment on these discussions, you join groups and you converse with other members in that group. You either join events or you create events as well. Now, the second is pure networking, searching for different members and people who are actually there who could, be your potential clients and suppliers, and you can start connecting with them. So here is where you can do that. One is the second part of community networking is direct networking. So here you click on this people icon and you click on add connections. And you see, there are several businesses already, displayed over here. What's a very important, and I would like you to, focus on that, is how you can find a business which is relevant to you. So one is you look for the target country which you are, associating to get in touch with. Now I have it pre-selected in India. If I want to, I can remove, say, I'm looking for somebody in the UAE. Then I would look for city. If I don't want city, it is fine. I can leave it at that. And then I can select industry. So I'm looking at agri and agri industry. So then my filter will accordingly change on the left to show me businesses which are there in that particular country which I have selected. Now, these would be companies we are showing as primarily India, but they would be having branches, etc., in the UAE as well, which is why it is showing over here. I'll just refresh my page to see if I've got it correctly. I'll just select the industry here and see. Here is where you can actually, this filter is not working. I mean, oh, it is actually, it just changed over here. Yeah. So you can actually connect with them over here. So you can just select their profile and you can send them a connection request and actually send them a message directly to connect. The next thing you can actually look at doing is, yeah. So these are the ways you can actually do. Now, how is it you can actually build a good profile? So one is when somebody is actually connecting with you or you get a connection request, your first thing is to go and visit somebody's profile, right? Check that profile. Who is the person connecting with me? Now, there's no information available over here. Like, for example, there is decent enough information available. So I can, if there is no information available for me, then for me to take a decision whether I would like to go ahead and connect with that individual or what business service offerings does he have, I'm not able to take that call. So when the buyer will not be able to do that if he comes and visits your profile and he doesn't find relevant information about you. What's relevant information about you? It would be about your profile, what you're doing, what your description is, what are your products and services. So you need to add that information. And here is where you do that. So I'll just show it to you over here. You click over here and you click on edit. And you come to a place where you can actually edit and update your entire GlobalLinker profile. So here is where you can, update your cover banner, your logo, you get your this verified, you put a description, you put information about your business, your other information. So you can just do it here. There'll be an option for you to edit your information and your products, etc., which I have added in your catalog and start showing up over here. And all of these are all people who have been added in your organization. So just one thing, this GlobalLinker is not only for you. If you have different colleagues or there, they can also join using their own account, but be associated with your company as well. So here is where they can do. And if you've joined any groups, you've added any posts, all of that stuff is showing up over here. And you can kind of edit this profile as well over here and update it. Now, I closed my profile, sorry. So yeah, so this is where you can actually, update your profile. Now, one very important thing is while we spoke about the profile, we spoke about activities that I can do to connect with different people and, grow my network. We'll talk about the transaction part of it. One is how do I manage my catalog? So where did I create my catalog from? From there, I go to online store over here and here is where I can do that. But I'll come over here once I complete the second part of the webinar, which is completing the sales channel and how you can manage it. So yeah, this is where you actually, I just gave you a small and a brief overview of GlobalLinker and what you can actually do with it. Now let's come to the very important point as where and now where your notebook will come very handy. Use it again, like I mentioned, as a strategy discussion to make sure that you're getting the right strategy. You're able to identify and tick on the sales channel which is most relevant to you. Now, given this is a global platform and we have audiences from all over the world, we try to cater to everyone. Certain sales channels may be relevant to certain countries only. So, I would just like to uh, keep you more aware of that, and the ones which are applicable to your country, please review those only. So your catalog, so once you create a catalog, your catalog can be made visible across these 5 sales channels. We have 5 sales channels. One, we have GlobalLinker Marketplace, which is a marketplace of for B2B buyers and sellers. Then you have your own e-commerce store. You can use your catalog and show it in your own e-commerce store as well. You can show it in your company profile, which we just saw right now. You can show it in the Indian business portal. This is again more relevant for Indian SMEs and businesses, which is backed by FIO, the Federation of Import Export Organizations, and ONDC. We are all aware of ONDC, again, more relevant to India. But this is an open network of digital commerce, which is an initiative by the government of India to get SMEs maximum visibility across the buyer network for B2C transactions currently. So let's go and dive into each. But before that, I would like to talk about what are powerful product catalogs you may have. So as you created your account on GlobalLink, or maybe you updated your profile as well, and now you're going to create a product catalog. What are the things you need to identify to have a good product catalog? See, a product catalog can, we are all aware that a good product catalog it would just have product information that this is the line of business I am, this is and say I'm into spices. Into spices, I would have turmeric, and then I would have put a picture of turmeric, and then I would have the name, the description, etc. So, what are the things you need to consider so that one, it gives you maximum maximum output from the effort you're putting it in. One is when you do it into a PDF or you put it into a PPT, the maximum it just, it's a static document which you have to continuously keep sharing with somebody. Second is the benefit of it, you going online and creating a catalog on a platform like GlobalLinker is your catalog itself becomes interactive. So, you're able to get inquiries. Person is able to view and browse through several products at a time. You can remove a product which is no longer, being offered by you. You can update that information, or you can add new products to your inventory in case your product inventory gets increased as well. And the same link, etc., adds value over there. So, how do you build a good product catalog? One is you make sure you have clear and sharp photographs. So wherever you're adding a product catalog, whether it's on GlobalLinker or any other platform, etc., make sure your product catalogs you have good pictures. Your name should be very simple and clear. So even if there's a buyer who is not very comfortable in your base language, let's say it's English, he's able to understand what he's reading. So just add enough information which is good to understand and good to take the decision. Do not add more information. Descriptions, convey specifications, use and value. So when you're adding a description, make sure your description is in bullet form. They are very to the point, and they are adding the right information. Like say for example, it's turmeric. So what is the color? Is it deep yellow or bright yellow? Is it cucumber? What's the cucumberine content available? What is the adulteration that you would be, offering? So all relevant information for that particular product should be available so that the buyer is able to take a call immediately and say that, okay, I'm sending an inquiry for this product right now. And yes, whenever you're writing a description for your product, given your product catalog is going to be listed online, unlike a PPT or a PDF. This product catalog which you're creating on GlobalLinker is web searchable. So if somebody searches on the web also and it shows up over there, it can show up over there if your descriptions are SEO friendly and optimized. How do you make it SEO friendly and optimized? So you put search friendly keywords, you put your meta description, you put your meta keywords. These are technical terms which we may not be aware of. However, on GlobalLinker, these fields are already available over there. So it's very important that you don't miss adding these fields, even though these fields are optional. Sometimes we feel they're too much of information they're getting asked. But especially Google SEO related information, don't miss adding that information because it greatly helps your products coming up in search as well. And even in future, when you're doing digital marketing exercises, all of this will add value. Now, how do you add these descriptions which are SEO friendly? If I am a small business and my only focus is to make sure that I'm getting orders so that I can execute the next order for my business, uh, generating these descriptions become hard. What we have today, we have great AI platforms which are helping us create these descriptions which are SEO friendly, which you can just simply give the information or the instruction to these AI platforms, and they'll give it back to you. So if you're interested in that, you can just simply drop a yes over here in the chat box, and maybe when we have time in the end of the webinar, I will definitely show this to you how you can do that. Okay, great. We'll definitely cover that. So this is one example of a product which we have created. Now I have linked it to an actual business who has created their product catalog on GlobalLinker, and you can see they have added images over here. You can actually see that they have added very good, clear information about their business in the description as well. And here I can directly request a quote. So that becomes so easy, right, in comparison to a PDF that I would be sharing. And just take a note of this URL which I am pointing on. So the fact that you've created a product catalog gives it a URL, and this URL I can, you can either create your own custom domain, or you can use a free domain that we are offering you initially, because it becomes hard to do that create a custom domain initially, buy it, etc. So you can use a free domain, and all of this is always available online. So you just have to share it with your contacts. You can add it to your business cards, in your email signature, etc. So your product catalog is always handy and available with your business, with your buyers and your network. So this is not only for GlobalLinker members. This is not only for people on GlobalLinker and what you're doing for yourself right now. This is for the entire your current business contacts as well, your current clients, your new business contacts, which you are talking to even outside of GlobalLinker. You can share your catalog with them. So this is take note that this asset which you're creating, and which why we are focusing on having a good product catalog is not only for you, not only for GlobalLinker, but you're using it for your business. It's a business asset which you're creating for yourself. So coming back to this one, there's another example which I would like to show you of another B2B business. So I'm not only focusing on B2C, but B2B is also very important, because a lot of B2B businesses we have got feedback saying that what is the point of us having an online catalog? But you see that having an online catalog, even if you're a B2B business, you can have a very good catalog. Second is you can add enough of information about your B2B business and start getting direct inquiries as well. It's not necessary you need to have a sales team only getting inquiries for you. This asset which you're creating can also help you get inquiries as well. So this is a pure B2B product where they have an MOQ of 2,450 per product if you need to place an order. And you see that these very nice clear pictures, again, you can click on view more information. And again, over here, I can see much more about this matches which are written over here. And I can directly send an inquiry as well. So if you see over here, again, very good, minimal and direct to the point information given, nothing extra, which the buyer can decide. Lot of relevant information is added over there, which I can directly send an inquiry for if the buyer gets interested in my product. So now that we know that having a good product catalog is very important, you should just take note of what you should be doing over there. So we are just recapping on what are the essential things you need to have in your product catalog. So whether you're building an online store or you're joining a sales channel, the requirement of having a good product catalog continues to be the same. What is it? Clear and sharp pictures and photos. You can add 360-degree, views, etc. Simple and descriptive product titles, detailed product descriptions, detailed, but it has to be relevant. So you should put them in bullet points. You should use, write all the relevant technical and other specifications, which is important for the buyer to decide and take it on. Think of your product catalog. Let me give you a scenario. There is a buyer who's sitting outside your country and he's looking at your product portfolio. Ideally, you would talk to the buyer and you would tell him a lot of other information. But now he is just having access to your online product catalog, which you have created. So the information that you have written is typically what you would talk to the buyer and you would tell him that this is what it is, this is my specification, etc. So in that case, do write only that information and the buyer will read the product catalog over here and decide whether, oh, I would want to connect with this Bhavi Enterprises, or I would just leave it right now over here. So your product catalog also does a lot of heavy talking as well to the buyer. So make sure that what information you're adding is relevant and helps the buyer decide. Reviews and ratings add a lot of value to a product catalog as well. And yes, the second part is SEO ready. Make sure that your title, description, whatever you're writing is SEO optimized. You add the meta title descriptions and all so that it shows up better on Google search and it gets indexed on Google search accordingly. Let's start with your first sales channel, your company profile. As in when you add, the more products you keep adding onto your online catalog, they start showing on your company profile, which we have already covered over here. I'll just show you. We have so we have this business called Shrimp Industries, just another GlobalLinker seller who's registered over here, and you see their profile is updated. And whatever products they have added onto their catalog is now showing up over here. And I can click to view that profile as well. There, and the profile opens up more. I can see more information. I can read this, etc. I can view all of this. So the first channel is, as I keep adding products to my catalog, it starts showing up on my company profile as well. So next time if I share this company profile, if I look at this and I share my company profile with anybody, they will also get my product catalog as well. It's a great way, even when I'm posting discussions or commenting or writing articles, I get attributed, a person comes to my business profile and he can see not only about my business, but he can also view my product catalog as well. So that's number one. That's the first sales channel that I will be visible in. The second sales channel is GlobalLinker. GlobalLinker is a B2B marketplace for businesses. It's a global B2B marketplace. Currently this marketplace is only launched in India, and very soon we are looking to launch it in other countries as well. So this is a B2B marketplace for businesses, sellers to put their products as well, and buyers, which can be local as well as global, come and visit the GlobalLinker marketplace and either place inquiries or directly check out as well if they feel they would like to make a checkout as over here. I'll show you the platform in short over here. So we are constantly, updating the platform, and that's why it looks different every time when we update the banners, etc. So here is where it is. So you can list your products over here. It's a B2B marketplace where you can list your products and services as well over here. So what are the steps you need to follow to be listed on GlobalLinker Marketplace? One, you add products to your catalog, which you've already done as a step. Second is you visit GlobalLinker on your seller panel dashboard under the under sales channels, and then you you add a GlobalLinker category. You map a GlobalLinker category to your products. You also have to meet certain eligibility criteria, which is required to list on GlobalLinker Marketplace. So every sales channel has its own eligibility criteria that we verify your business, or it would have a business. There would be a business requirement eligibility criteria, and there would be a product eligibility criteria, like map your categories to my categories. Map you need to add 3 images in your this. You need to give this much of product description, etc. So every channel would have its own requirement. Once you meet that, your products can start getting listed on GlobalLinker Marketplace. Then you go and list it over there. Then you go and then you enable the products you want to show on GlobalLinker Marketplace. Yeah, that's about it. That's how you start showing your products on GlobalLinker Marketplace. The second sales channel, and very important one, which is actually applicable to every business owner, over here, this is a global sales channel available, is your e-commerce store. As you create your online catalog, you can and you want to manage your own asset, like you want to create your own online branch where you would want to acquire your own customers, you would want to take sale, or you would want to get inquiries coming in over there. You can use the e-commerce store option. So you can create an e-commerce store by selecting a theme and putting your banners, showing your products in the navigation that you would want to show your products in, and you can start your products can start showing up. You will have your own URL as well. So I'll show you 2 examples. One is this. You can see this is purely a B2B business, and they have a domain called seviza.linkerstore. This is the free domain as which I was talking about. I share it with you so that you all can, review it at your leisure as well. But you can see that this is purely a B2B business. It has no, because they are custom beveling machines, extremely niche and industrial in nature, but they have their own website. Now, if a buyer, if you do digital marketing services and you get buyers coming onto your website, the target for Seviza would be to get more inquiries, because they can't purchase. A buyer cannot directly make a purchase on this product over here, because there would have to be certain specification discussions, etc., which need to be done. So he can at least send an inquiry and they get this. And I can send it. I will just log in. It will take my information over here. So then they would have my buyer information, and then they can get in touch with me to take this discussion forward. But you can see that every product page is also available. So if somebody's asking, send me the link to this product, I'm able to see, I can directly just copy this URL and I can send it across to my clients and all. Now, this is a asset which I have built for myself. I have built for my organization, which I can share it with my own customers. With not only, again, I'm reiterating. I know I'm saying the same thing again, but this is something which I have created. This asset is not only for use in GlobalLinker, but this is for use outside of GlobalLinker as well. So you're creating an e-commerce store, which is for use for your business, not for GlobalLinker. I'm sorry, this is not opening for some reason. They need to do their SSL certificate. So you can see this, the SSL certificate has expired. That needs to be renewed. Once that's done, then this HTTPS. This greatly also affects your ranking on Google as well. So there's something which you should be taking care of. But they have updated their website. They put new banners, etc. And you can see all of this is there. You can send inquiry. You can add to cart as well. So they have added an option for adding to cart, and I can directly check out here, and I can buy the product as well, or I can just send an inquiry in case I'm looking for a B2B order. So yeah, I can do that. Now here they have created their own domain. They have used their own custom domain and updated it over here. So you can also do that as well. And yeah, you can you can refer to this too. So you can see that they have put your own navigation. You can do contact us, so you can create your own navigation, get customers to come and visit your website, and create your own e-commerce store. To create a good e-commerce store, you need to have certain things in mind. One is you need to have a well-defined menu and navigation. You create your storefront and make it attractive. Obviously, the rule of a game is anybody would enter a store which is attractive, right? So the more nicer you make it, uh, you can ensure that people would come and visit your website as well. Now, the fact that you have added good quality product images, etc., is already a given, which we spoke about first. Then you add relevant call to actions, which is adding again, which is supporting your business strategy. Like, do you want an inquiry, or do you want add to cart, or do you want both? You can do both as well. In that case, if you are supporting add to cart, or you want to support purchases as well, you'll have to apply for an enable a payment gateway service as well. And then you have to make sure that your business is compliant to serve online, and also you are meeting your compliances and your business compliances as well. So what is a checklist for me to have an e-commerce store? One, you added products to your catalog. You've already done that. Second is you visit my store under sales channels. Then you select a theme, you create your storefront, you add your banners and policies, etc., and other details. And then you create your category, navigation, you add banners, and you map your products. Then you set up your payment gateway and your logistics provider, and you publish your store. That's it. And you can start selling online. Take note that the moment you publish your store and you have added your products, that doesn't mean you're going to get visitors to your site, or you're going to get purchases coming in. To do that, you have to do a lot of effort. And that is what is called as digital marketing and SEO. So you will have to work on digital marketing and SEO to get footfalls coming onto your website. Now, that's something which every business is doing, which is online. We understand the need of being online. So you will also have to, end up doing all of those activities if you want footfalls coming to your website. GlobalLinker is giving you a tool to create the e-commerce store. But if you want to make your e-commerce store a successful store, which is transacting and getting inquiries and or sales, then you'll have to do digital marketing and SEO yourself to get people coming into your store. So that's something which we can talk about, our team talks about in different webinars as well. So I would encourage you to view those webinars and register for the ones which are relevant. But just giving you an overview of what are the impact, or what is the responsibility that is there when you are actually creating an e-commerce store. Just doing the setup doesn't mean, or doesn't guarantee, that you would be getting orders onto your store. That's why we have different sales channels. So if if you're in a sales channel like GlobalLinker Marketplace, that's where we do the effort of getting in buyers, and we do the digital marketing and etc., so that buyers come onto the marketplace. For your own store, you will have to do that yourself. Now you take your notebook, and we spoke about 3 sales channels. One is company profile, one is GlobalLinker, and third is your e-commerce store. You would ideally write it down, and you would just tick whether this is adding value to you, and you would like to be a part of any of one of these sales channels or no. You can just write a yes or a no. Moving to the next sales channel, which is ONDC. Now, ONDC is an India specific sales channel which we have made available for Indian SMEs. ONDC you can visit, is offered by the government of India. It is to help reduce competition inequalities which are currently there, and which are by large organizations, which are ruled by large organizations in India, so that SMEs can also get a chance to sell their products online, get a wider visibility, and show it over there. So if you would like to show your business on the ONDC network, you can do it via GlobalLinker, because we are ONDC. We are a certified seller app, and we can help. Via us, you can also list your products on the ONDC network. The steps to show on ONDC is you have to add your products to your catalog. You set up and publish your e-commerce store and enable a shipping partner, because you need to have a shipping partner for that. You enable ONDC under store details and complete, some ONDC requirements. So again, there would be a ONDC setup which you would need to do, meet business requirements, meet product requirements, etc. Map it to ONDC categories, etc. Do all of that, and then your products start showing up on the ONDC network. That's it. The next sales channel is the Indian Business Portal. Indian Business Portal is like a mall or a marketplace which has been created for Indian SMEs so that they can list their products over here and get foreign buyer inquiries as well. Now, this is promoted and is backed by FIO, the Federation of Import-Export Organizations. And you can, if you are an exporter, then you can look at listing your products over here, and make sure that you have an IEC code over here as well. I'll just quickly show you what it is. Here is where there are other buyers which are looking for those buyer requirements are mentioned over here, and you can put your products, listed over here. So there are buyers coming and visiting the Indian Business Portal. They can see that you are, mentioned over here as well. And if they like your product, they can send you an inquiry directly. They can also make you visit they can also visit your own store as well. So actually, FIO is promoting that you go ahead and create your store so that you get more visits from buyers too. So what are the steps of getting listed on the Indian Business Portal? You add your products to the catalog, you set up your e-commerce store, and set up your payments and logistics. You visit Indian Business Portal and you do the IBP setup as well. So again, you'll have to map your products to the IBP category. Then you have to have a IEC, because it's an exporter network platform, and you submit it for verification. Once that's done, then you can start listing on the Indian Business Portal. Now, how do you manage? Now, we have covered all the ones which are there, all the 5 sales channels which are there briefly. And I would just like to run a quick poll to understand which is the one which, which are the sales channel that you found interesting. So please have a look at the poll, and I'll give you 30 seconds to reply to the poll. The 2 questions are that, if do you want a 30-minute discussion to review your catalog? Generally, we can, do that if you need any help in doing so. But if since you know your own catalog, you can do that. But we can review your catalog and see how you can best list it on which sales channel. And because we spoke about the different sales channels over here, do add your interest that which is the sales channel that is adding more value to you. This is more of me, forcing you to decide that if any of these sales channels are relevant to you and adding value to you or no. What this will help you do is this will help you take a call whether you need to be a part, which is the sales channel now you need to focus on. So maybe for most of us, all the sales channels are not relevant. Maybe for business A, for your business, it might be that you only want an online store. Maybe for another one, it would be that they would like to be a part of GlobalLinker's marketplace. Or maybe some would have already selected 2 or 3 options. So then that will help you do is you can now prioritize which is the sales channel that you would want to be a part of, and first create your online catalog and then start listing on these sales channels as well. Great. So I'll end the poll. Thank you for giving your information. I'll just end the poll now, and you can see the results of the poll already. Wait, I'll share it. I'll not share it. You can see the results as well. So 40% have mentioned that they would like to be like to use the e-commerce store sales channel feature. And 68% have mentioned that they would like to use the GlobalLinker, be a part of the GlobalLinker marketplace, followed by Indian Business Portal and ONDC. And 75% have mentioned that you would like to use a 30-minute discussion. So I'll share the link where you can actually connect with us in shortly, and you can be a part. So thank you for participating in the poll. That has really been nice. And here, so while we spoke about showing your products on these sales channels, one is how do you manage these sales? From where do you manage it? So you come to your seller panel, which is something like this, which I briefly showed you all, where you can manage your catalog. And then if you convert it into a store, you can use all the other features which are also over there. So you can manage your sales channels from here. This is your store management features. They get activated when you're using a store. And here is where you update your catalog and you get see your orders and inquiries across sales channels as well. How do you access your seller account? So, I did that in the beginning. You visit the URL which you have and you log into your account. You click on online store over here on the menu and you can access your seller account from there. You can also become a buyer. One is you come to the marketplace and you look for a product over there, or on GlobalLinker seller as well. You can search for a product which is adding value to you, which you are looking for, and you can look for products, people, etc. over there as well. Let me see if I can show that to you. Hmm. So if I'm looking for turmeric, that's my favorite product of the day. Yeah, so I can see products over here, and these many results have come for these products, etc. I can review these products or cross products. Then there are companies, people, posts, etc. So I can just start searching for people and then send a request over there. Now I can send an inquiry directly from here. If I want to see more information, I can connect with the seller as well and connect with him. So if you are looking for a product, you can become a buyer too. Now, the several resources that we are giving you, which you can actually leverage to make your setup more easier on GlobalLinker. One is you can visit Linker Store Assist, so that you can guides you through steps of setting up on different sales channels as well, and your catalog too. Or you can join webinars which are conducted by my team who are experts in their domain. So my colleagues are experts in e-commerce management, etc., and they conduct webinars on that. So you can be a part, and on different topics they cover. So you can be a part of any of these webinars which you or your team can, join in. Make sure that just want to let you know that this webinar is not only for you, but if your team or anybody is using these features, they can also participate in these webinars. So don't think that this is only made for you because you have created your account on the GlobalLinker platform. It's more for your business. So thank you very much for attending the webinar, and I hope it has had value to you. I'm opening this for any Q&A that you may have, and I'll go through the Q&A now. And if you have any questions, please feel free to add it in the Q&A section or in the chat box over here. So Sagar is mentioning my profile is frozen now. I don't get increased views and I'm facing a lot of glitch, like connect tool is not good working. Sagar, I'll just share this feedback with my team and we'll check your profile and see why you're not getting increased views. Please expect a call from my team in this regard. I hope that's okay. And I'm sorry about that inconvenience in case, that's been there. Vikram is mentioned. Is it possible to get a recording of today's webinar? My mobile battery is exhausting, so I can't continue. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Vikram. But yeah, you since you have registered for the webinar, all registrants would get a recording of the webinar after the webinar is over. Yeah, Sagar, please share your link. So Aditya Shankar is saying, how do I get the right digital marketing agency for my product? So while there are several digital marketing agencies that offer these kind of services to you, it's actually about picking the right agency. So you'll have to go through these agency reviews. What are the services they are offering, and what typically what you should. So I can tell you what you should be looking for, so it can help you decide better. You should be looking for an organization that is helping you get better ranking, which can help you run Google AdWords to your target audience and get you certain leads, at least leads or footfalls onto your website, and it helps you convert into purchases. So you should be looking for a digital marketing agency that helps you do that. That should be your brief to them, and then you now evaluate the agencies which you are getting in touch with, or the ones who get in touch with you for a quote accordingly. I hope that helps. So Karan is asking tips for SEO and keywords. Oh yeah, we'll just cover that in a minute. Give me a minute. And Bipin Kumar, some automation tools add into stores, so ranking on sell. Okay, I'll take that as feedback, and we'll see if we can, include that, Bipin Kumar G. So we'll move to the fact that we are Vikas Mehta is also asking for a link of the webinar. It will be available to you. Inakshi is saying, I have listed 170 SKU of my company products, but there is no inquiry. Only 20 SKUs are showing on the profile. Maybe, and actually one of the things, like I said, to get more visibility, you've added 170. One is you need to check why only 20 are showing. You can share the link of your profile and we can have a look at that to get back to you. But second is, just by being in one place doesn't ensure that we will be getting good inquiries. And so that's why we have created 5 sales channels, and it's best to be visible, give it maximum visibility for your benefit only, because the more visibility you get, the chances of getting inquiries or orders become higher. Staying in one place is not sufficient. That is why there is an ONDC, that is why there is an IBP, that is why there is GlobalLinker Marketplace, etc., so that it gives you more and more visibility, and then thus increasing chances of inquiries and orders as well. But actually, please share your profile. We would like to check that while as well. So one of the things we spoke about is how you can create a good product description without the effort that generally goes in when I'm writing something about a product. So I know my product very well. Just that's a scenario which we are all in. We know our product, but when you tell me to write about my product, I get a little stuck. So one of the ways of doing it is this. So here is where I go to my dashboard and I can manage my catalog over here. Here is my sales channels, my store, Indian business portal, GlobalLinker Marketplace, ONDC, and my company profile. So once I have these, all my sales channels I can manage over here. I'll just quickly show you. You can see you can manage your themes, pages, etc. in your store. This is the Indian business portal dashboard. Then this is the GlobalLinker Marketplace dashboard, where I can see my products, etc. This is where I'm not meeting certain requirements, so I have to meet these requirements, and then I can get listed on GlobalLinker Marketplace. Then this is my ONDC dashboard. So I've not done the setup because it's a test account. We cannot show our profile on ONDC. And this is my company profile, where my products show. And my products are listed over here. All my products which I would have shown in any of these sales channels are getting updated over here. Now to create a good description or this, I will just click on add product. And I would write turmeric. And you see there are a lot of fields which are getting added currently, which are being asked. And especially where you add SEO information is over here. So please don't miss this. But there are 2 ways I will show you on how you can quickly create this. So this is the GlobalLinker category. And yeah, you add your ITC, HSN, You put your summary, and here GlobalLinker has already incorporated AI within its product field. So you can just create. So you can see that I'm just premium, curcumin rich, turmeric, authentic and pure. And the summary is already given to me. Product description is already made. Written content is this much, adulteration this, high quality, pure, enhances well-being. Meta title, meta description, meta keywords is already done. So I can either regenerate it if I don't like it, and I can keep it. What I like will get kept. It gets now, this is getting added to my description. You can see it's already added over. It took me less than 10 seconds to do that. This is a paid feature on GlobalLinker. It's not available as a free feature. For that, you need to subscribe to the Platinum plan. But if you don't want the Platinum plan, what you can actually do is a very simple one, which is this. There are several sites like this called, say, ChatGPT. And what you can do is, I'm just having something which is already written, so that's becomes easy. But I can give an instruction to ChatGPT saying that I'm just chatting it here. I'm a manufacturer and exporter of induction motors. So let's say, I will say turmeric. And my company name is Star Exports based in Agra, India. I'm uploading my product on GlobalLinker. I need to create the following to be ready. Product name, summary, description, meta title, meta description, meta keywords. Keep the summary and description benefit focus, SEO friendly and relevant. Now my product name is turmeric. What you get over here is, so they're giving me an option for product name. It's giving me a summary as well. It's giving me a description. As you see, it's already getting done. Meta title is given, meta description is given, meta key. I simply need to copy. And I have the summary here. I have this. I will just paste it here. And I can save this. Obviously, I need to add images, etc. But a lot of my description content work gets easy for me. Similarly, you can do the same with images as well. There are a lot of sites like that which can do. Would you like this instruction to be shared? Then maybe you all can use that as well. Okay, so if you all want the instructions, then you can just write a yes, and I can send that instructions to you, what we gave ChatGPT or any other AI tool which you are using. You can, use it over there as well. Okay, I'm just sending it to you. Yeah. Okay. So this was the AI thing which I wanted to share with you before we signed off. And if you all have any other questions or anything, feel free to reach out to me or my team. There are some more questions, I think. Yeah, we are done. So I hope I've answered all your questions, and I hope this has been an enlightening solution. I would like you to now, once the webinar ends, open your notebook and and again, review the sales channels which you decided to be a part of. And as step number one, you have to do update your profile. Step number 2, you need to update your catalog. And third is you need to update your, you also need to create your product catalog and then start listing on the sales channels that you have decided. So I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for being a part of this very interesting webinar, and you have been too kind and very interactive. Thank you very much. Bye. Goodbye.